Good evening, everybody. Happy Tuesday. We are back for Formula Costco for race 3 of season number 3. We are in Qatar tonight. After going to Australia and then Bahrain. Qatar is next on the schedule. We go to China and then Monaco. So those are the first 5 races of the season. Got a pretty sizable field once again tonight after breaking the attendance record last week with 19 attendees, which was awesome to see. And it was a clean race. So here we are under the lights in Qatar, ready to qualify in the dry. Let me get everything set up over here. And we will watch the drivers roll onto the track for the third qualifying session of the season. And it should be noted that defending champion Slurp and defending race winner will, I believe, not be joining us tonight. No one has heard from him in a while, so does not look like he will be joining us, and I believe he's the points leader as well. Let me see. No, Slurp is... He is 5th in points, so he's going to probably drop down a couple of positions, depending on how well people finish. But we will worry about that at a later time. Here we go with everyone's first laps of the session. We got 300, Chris, Joey, and Vectored out on track. We're right on board with the Haas of Vectored. As we get a look at this Qatar circuit under the lights, a driver favorite. As everyone goes out for their first laps. Right on board with Vector here, threw out his flyer to see if we can get acclimated with the track a little bit, because this track is pretty new to me as well. I've only commentated on it a couple of times. Victor here coming to the final corner. A little bit of lag there, but he's on the curbs, goes onto the straightaway here, takes the green. Actually need to put telemetry on. Into turn 1 he goes, right-hander, hard on the brakes to 4th gear, on the throttle, power down quick as possible. Left-hander down to 4th again, feathering that throttle, flat out through that corner. High speed, very high speed this track is. Vector misses the apex on that corner a little bit. That's going to cost him a little bit of time. Another sweeping left-hander here. 2nd gear, that's probably the sharpest turn we've seen so far. Another sweeper right here. Castron is actually DNF from the session, so he will start in the back for tonight's race. We continue on board with Vector here, who is in Sector 2. Coming to Sector 3, pretty flat out through that right-hander, pretty flat out through that one as well. This track is very high speed, a lot of on-throttle time. You got to be able to get the power down, have some downforce, but also have some top speed. So, here comes Vector through the final corner. It's going to be the first one to set a time. Let's see what kind of a lap he can put down. It is going to be a 1:24.1. Thought the finish line was a lot farther up than that. And Joey immediately beats it by a large margin, 1:22.8, over a second faster than Vector's time as he comes in right behind him. There's Cole taking the green. There's an Aston coming to the line. That is Chris with a 1:25.6, making his second start. The Red Bull of Rowdy just took the green. Obviously, we all know he is a qualifying machine. As Logan goes to 3rd, Sean to 4th, 300 with 6th on the wet tires there. As the laps continue to trickle in. DeMeo just took the green for his first flyer. Banjo did as well. As Rowdy sets a purple Sector 1. he will try to knock the Williams of Joey off of original pole. But obviously very early in the session here, anything can happen. So right ahead of this group, right ahead of Rowdy, I should say, you got Bill, who's on an in-lap, I believe. Maybe he's on the second flyer, but Cole is actually on the intermediate, so this is not going to be a quick time. Rowdy, purple sector 2, as he goes completely flat out through these turns here, and he is looking very tidy on this lap. And that looked picture perfect for Rowdy. Let's see what kind of time he's going to put on the board here. And it's going to be 1:20.18, over a second over Joey. Rowdy takes provisional pole away. So the bar has been set for these guys to try to beat here. As the times continue to trickle in, Cole at 8th on the intermediates, Boyle to 9th on the same compound. Sean actually is on mediums here. He is still in 5th. As Banjo actually goes to P2 ahead of his teammate. Whoa, that is close. About a 500ths behind Rowdy's time there. So Banjo looks pretty quick. He just needs a little bit of improvement to beat Rowdy's time, as they both have a sizable margin over 3rd on back. DeMeo set a time at P4 on his first lap. He's on an in-lap now. Sean, I believe, is just doing some practice laps here on the medium tire, which I don't blame him. If it's a good way to get some practice in before the race if you don't know the track very well and just want some extra track time. Bill's on an out lap, and I believe everybody else is on an in lap for now. Actually, Leafy is on a flyer. He's half a second down on his time, but oh, that's not going to help him. To the final corner he comes, and the Mercedes completely out of battery and misses that corner. And let's see if he can improve on a 1:25.3 here. And he will not. 2.5 tenths up on his time there. As I believe that'll do it for the first runs. Banjo's on an in, DeMeo's on an in lap here, going to the pits now. Right on board with Bill. I believe he's the only car on track at the moment. You see actually one of the Alphas is coming back out. That would be 300. Coming out to set his first laps on dries. So here comes Bill for the final corner to take the green as we approach 10 minutes to go in the session. To the line, Bill comes. What kind of time can he put up here? 1:23.9 puts him to 5th place right now. 300 has just taken the green for his second flyer of the session. Both Haas's are on out laps together. You see there in Sector 2 on the right side of your screen. .300, 2 seconds up in Sector 1, obviously from a time on wet tires. Ooh, pretty sideways there. Like a pretty decent lap here from 300. No major issues besides that little loose moment he had. Able to keep it going in the right direction. What kind of time will it produce for him here? 1:23.3 puts him to 5th place, right ahead of Bill, who just took that spot away. But still got a couple of seconds to gain here if he wants to get anywhere near those top two. But right now, he sits in the top 5 as both Haas's are on the clock. Go on board with Beckert here, who is 0.3 up through Sector 1, as Sean there is lagging back a little bit. I don't think he's going to actually set a flyer this time. But for Vector, let's see what he can do. Still 0.3 down, so no gain for him in Sector 2. Trying to improve on a 1:24.1, and he's going to back out of it. Try to go again. Nope, he's just going to go right into the pit lane. Bill is still on track here, I believe, just doing some practice laps. Sean will be coming to the green here to start a flyer. He back out of his previous one. .300 still going here, seeing if he can improve it all on the last time he set. And not going to be just a 10th up, or down, excuse me. Logan in the Alpine on board with him for the first time tonight. So he sits P8 at the moment. Alpine engine always sounds so peculiar to me. Like, you listen to the other ones, they all sound very similar. As the Logan and the Grab a little bit, they're able to keep it going the right direction. But it has the most distinct sound to me of any of the F1 engines. Like you see the Haas, as Sean actually goes in the grass at the gravel at the same spot Logan did. But like, Aston, Haas sound relatively the same. And same thing kind of with the Alphas. They all sound decently similar. And then you just have the Alpine that's, you know, very different. As Logan is reversing now, I guess he's going to go into the pit lane. Luckily no one was behind him, as though here comes a Haas. Right behind him, that's Sean. As we are, I believe, just about 5 minutes to go in the session here. It's Chris, I believe, going for a second consecutive fly here, completely out of overtake. 300 coming at the pits, so track is once again very quiet. Boyle's teammate, or 300's teammate Boyle, I should say, is coming back on the track now. But as we go under 5 minutes, it is going to start getting to crunch time, and everyone's going to have their last runs, and obviously the order can change pretty dramatically in a very short amount of time. Let's go on board with Boyle here, who took the green, but this is not going to be a time for him here, as he's going very slowly through Sector 1. So we actually have a developing story here. Slurp is actually awake now and trying to make the race, but his game needs to update. So, not sure if he will actually be able to get into the lobby in time. This Boyle continues to get out of people's ways here as everyone now is coming back on the track for their last runs of the session here. Joey actually is the first one of these guys to take the green. She's running up quickly on a McLaren. Ooh, I had to get out of the way. That was Cole there, and now Joey was forced to back out of his lap due to Cole being in the way. Not going to be very happy about that, I'm sure. And there you see Slurp has joined, so he actually did make the race. It's good to see. I don't wonder if he'll be able to get a time in here. And I believe Chan should make it as well. But let's go on board with some of these guys here who on laps vectored. 2/10 down through Sector 1. You see DeMeo is on the clock. 300 just took the green as well. You got an Aston and a McLaren coming through the final corner there. That's Cole starting a lap. Becker is going to be the first one of these guys to finish. And I believe that's Joey behind him. So what kind of time can Vector put down? He's going to have time for one more lap if he wants it. But without much overtake left, this is probably going to be it. What kind of time will it be? 1:23.7. 3.5 tenths of improvement, but does not jump him up the order at all. Joey is taking the green now for a flyer. Rowdy just came out of the pits. I don't know. Actually, no, he's in Sector 2. He should make it to the line in time. DeMeo here needs about 9/10 of a second to get to pole. As Haas just came to the line, and once again, Cole is up. Whoa, that's not Cole, I'm sorry. That was Rowdy, and that was really, really close there between Rowdy and DeMeo. That was almost session ending for both of them. But everyone able to keep it going straight. DeMeo to the line. What is his time going to be? It's going to be a 1:22.5, which jumps him ahead of Joey to P3. But will not get him up to P1. DeMeo retiring from the session now. Joey is half a second up into Sector 3. He needs about a full second to get to Rowdy here. And Banjo actually, who's P2, the closest one to Rowdy, is not going to set a time, as there's the checkered flag. You see Rowdy finishing up here. 300 going to retire in P5. Cole, P1, 1:21.5. He steals provisional pole right at the last instant. But now Rowdy has time to respond as he is in Sector 1. Joey able to improve by 7/10 and take P4 back from DeMeo. But now it is down to can Logan, Sean, or Rowdy steal pole back from Cole, who just took it right at the end of the session there. Rowdy has about 3/10 to find if he wants to take it away. Into Sector 2 he goes. A little bit of, oh, it's lagging there. But we'll get an update on his time right now as he crosses into Sector 3. Half a second up. So, Rowdy, purple Sector 2, looking good here. Can he finish it out in the final sector? Looking pretty good. Into the left-hander. Coming to the final corner. Rowdy looking for another pole position in Formula Costco. Out of the final corner. On the long run to the line, will he be able to steal pole back from Cole? It is going to be a 1:21.3. 6/10 of improvement gets Rowdy the 3/10 that he needed and some. And Rowdy takes pole in Qatar. And Cole will start on the front row beside him. As there's your starting lineup. Let me send Chan a game invite real quick. I don't know if he got one or not, but where is he? There he is. All right. I need to get a picture. All right. One more look at your qualifying results, as we discussed a second ago. Castron, Chan, and Slurp will all be starting from the back, and Josh will as well. So, gonna be interesting to see how those guys do. As I'm not sure if Chan made it in time. I hope so. Guess we'll find out in a second. All right. Everyone loading in. As here we go. Rowdy and Cole, your front row as we go to 5 lights on. The Williams behind them. Lights are out, away we go. Rowdy and Cole get away about evenly here. Cole going to be able to pull alongside. Cole actually got a great start from P2. He has the inside line going into turn 1 here on Rowdy. Will Rowdy be able to hang it around the outside? No. Cole to the lead. Rowdy falls into second as there's a little bit of contact between the two Williams behind him. As Bancho takes third, DeMayo's able to take fourth, and there's contact between DeMayo and Joey back there for fourth place. They're able to keep it going straight for the moment. As DeMayo goes way wide, that's going to cost him a bunch of... Oh, never mind. What the hell? The lobby is lagging pretty bad there. But I thought DeMayo went off. That's what it looked like. But he's able to keep it going straight. Joey there now takes fourth away from him as everyone settles in and gets going in the race here. Did Slurp not make the... I guess he did not... Oh, no, he did. Where is he? I just saw his name. There he is. He's P9. So Slurp actually... Did he gain all those positions in one lap? Yes, he did. Oh, my goodness. So Slurp is up 7 spots in the first lap. That is why your defending champion is your defending champion, folks. Yellow is in Sector 3. Boyled is out of the race, and there is a lap 1 safety car. Oh, man. The lobby is lagging so bad for me. And Chan has just left the session, so yeah, he didn't get it in time. I'm going to try to see if this fixes my internet by doing that. As Rowdy, 3-second time penalty for quarter. Whoa, everyone's DNFing. What the hell? What is happening? What just... is everyone backing out? Okay, yeah. So I'm not the only one experiencing lag problems. That was the whole lobby. So I guess we are restarting the lobby. Yeah, everyone is leaving, so... This actually happened earlier at Qatar, when we did the exhibition race at the beginning of Season 2. As we see a podium celebration here between the Alfa Romeos. As we will get the lobby reset and get going again. As I hope I can back out. Okay, yeah, it'll just end the time for me. As we will get the library reset and make the lineup what it should be. Wait for an invite here. Gonna keep the stream going just so I have everything in one stream. But we will be right back with more Formula Costco action from Qatar. All right, back in the lobby. DeMeo just has to put the lineup in. As this actually, this race that will allow us to get Chan and Jake in the lobby, so we'll have 18 runners tonight. That's good. So here we go. We are loading back in for the race from Qatar. Hopefully the lag is not as bad this time. As hopefully the lineup got set correctly, and we will be ready to just drop the green and get going here because it already is 8:30. All right. I believe we'll be just going immediately to 5 lights out. And I'm correct. All right, here we go. Rowdy and Cole once again lead them to green, followed by the 2 Williams drivers on the second row. Here we go, lights out from Qatar. Let's see if Cole did not get the same good start he got last time. Rowdy able to pull away into the lead. Cole now side by side with Banjo. As we look back from Rowdy, Cole able to clear for second. They're 3 wide almost for third with 2 Williams and DeMeo. A little bit of contact between Cole and Joey. And there's yellows in sector 1 as Josh is going slowly back there. But everyone able to fall in line here for the moment. 300 actually dropping back a little bit there. They're side by side for 7th and 8th. 300 able to clear the Haas. More yellows in sector 1. That's Leafy that's going slowly. He's able to keep it going. Oh, there's contact. 300 actually hit the back of Logan, who is up to 6th place. So good start for Logan. As Riley able to pull 7/10 already on Cole on the first lap. Slurp working his way up, already up to 12th place after starting at the back. As that's Sean around into the gravel in sector 2. I gotta turn all the stuff on here. Look at the position changes. Cashner and Slurp both up 5 spots from the back of the grid to 10th and 11th, so they're doing good. As Sean drops down 9 spots, Leaky down 5, Josh down 2, Chris down 3, so they were hoping for better starts. But now Cole is closed back in to Rowdy, as now they have pulled away from the 2 Williams drivers, who have distanced themselves from DeMeo a little bit. As completing lap 1, Rowdy leads Cole to the line, and now here goes Cole to the inside, battle for the lead. Rowdy gonna back off early and let him have it here, so now Cole to the lead here on lap 2. His teammate Slurp working his way up the order after starting at the back. As McLaren looks to keep their strong constructor start going. Rowdy gonna fall in here, probably save some battery, which is something that defending champion Slurp will not be able to do as well because of the track position he has. Look at this traffic in front of him here. You got Castro, Bill, Vectored, and 300 all together as he gets caught up on the curb there a little bit. As there's battling behind him between Boyle and Chan. Chan also started at the back of the grid, up to 12th already. So these guys at the back of the grid, Castron, Slurp, Chan, all are up 5 spots as now Castron is passing Bill here for 9th place. Whoa, he goes wide. There goes Slurp through. He's going to look for 2 for 1. He's going to get it. Nice move from him to avoid the carnage there and get by the Aston and the Ferrari. Now Castron looks for the move back on Bill. Not going to be able to do it this time, though. Bill with a run on Slurp. Does he take it? No. As Castron looked to make a move there, got a little bit squirrely, and that allowed Slurp to pass them both and get up to 9th place here on lap 2. So Slurp up 7 positions in the first 2 laps. As Cole continues to lead Rowdy by about 0.3 of a second as the 2 Williams follow them, and now DRS will be activated this lap. Castron going a little bit wide, as now you see Slurp did have a run on Vector, but is going to duck in line. As DRS is now enabled. Banjo actually caught the DRS of Rowdy, so they're going to be able to stick with the front 2. As now Bill went a little bit wide here. Now is this Castron's opportunity. He's going to look around the outside, not quite there. He has Chan for close company behind him. There goes Bill really wide, going to let them both by, it looks like. Still side by side with Chan, but he's going to concede that position. So Castron up into the points. Chan closely following him now is up 6 spots. Slurp up 7, Castron up 5. As here goes Slurp, still looking for a way around Vector. Not going to do it that time. As these 3 all following each other, knifing through the field here early in this race. On board with Slurp again, still looking for a way around Vector, who's on the hard tires. We have not looked at the tire compounds yet. We'll do that right now as Slurp looking to the outside. Oh, there's contact between the Haas and the McLaren. Slurp kind of looked for a gap that wasn't entirely there. But we'll look at the tires here. As you see, Vector a little bit squirrely. Slurp still not able to get around him. He is getting held up pretty big here. Can he get around Vector? Going to look to the outside again. Not quite. Looking for the switch. Looking to the outside again. He is there on Vector now. Into the final corner they go. And he is going to get the move done around the outside. Nice move for Slurp. DeMeo passes Joey for 4th up there, as they have lost touch with Banjo, who has once again lost touch with the 2 leaders. As side by side for 6 and 7, 300 and Logan going at it again. 300 on the inside, Logan on the outside. Battles everywhere right now. 300 looking for a way around the Alpine as Slurp closes quickly on them. Will Slurp have a chance to get around 300 here? Not quite. As you see Logan up there blinking his light already, which means he is very low on battery. Castron and Chan still close to each other, looking for a way around Vectored. As Slurp looking for a way around 300. Will he get it done? Good run there. Go to the outside. Once again trying to pull that move off. Not going to happen again. Once again he makes contact with the car he's trying to pass. That's the 2nd lap in a row. Slurp trying to be aggressive here. Surprised he's not damaging his wing at all. As we'll check back in on the lead here. Cole leads Rowdy by about 0.8 of a second as they activate DRS onto the front stretch to complete lap 4. DRS activated for 300. It was a big run on Logan. Will he be able to get to the inside in turn 1? Yes, he will pretty easily. And he's going to fly by Logan, but Logan shoots it into turn 1 pretty deep. 300 still going to be there on the inside. A little bit of tire banging between the 2. Now Logan has the inside line. But 300 able to get the move done as they both go a little bit wide. Here comes Slurp trying to follow him through. Logan might dive back on 300. No, he was not. Slurp for the switchback. Nice move there as Logan goes wide. Easy pass for Slurp, who's now up to P7. Chan gets by Castron for P10. As they both look for a way around Vector now. As Logan is in the gravel again, he's going very slowly, losing a bunch of spots here. That's going to allow him to get passed by all of these guys. And now side by side he goes with Castron for a second. Oh, contact, and there goes Bill Wedford around. He had contact from Castron. Everyone able to avoid, it looks like, as Bill sits ghosted in the track. He is able to get back going right ahead of Sean and Leafy. as Josh was able to get by Chris and Jake as well. That's coming to complete lap 5. Cole still leads Rowdy by about the same gap here. As I'm not sure whose fault that was for the contact, but it resulted in Bill spinning. Castrian able to keep going with no damage, I believe. Slurp is around 300 for P6, and Chan and Vector are battling. I believe Chan was looking for a move, but Vector was able to hold him off here. As this battle from 6th to 11th and 12th has been pretty crazy this whole race. We've been focusing on it the whole time, just because the front of the field has been pretty tame for now. Will Castrian make a dive on Logan here? Not quite. As to the inside of Chan, or Vector goes Chan, he's able to move up into P8. As I keep meaning to talk about the tires, but stuff keeps happening. We're going to go over Castrian here as I do it. Oh, that was close. A little bit of contact there with Logan. As Logan started P6, is now down to P10, and possibly 11th here, as Castrian is searching desperately for a way around this Alpine. As now Bill gets passed by both Sean and Leafy as he is bringing out yellows again, but he's able to keep going straight. Logan now closing on Vector as we'll look at the tires now. So the top 6 are all on mediums. 300 on hards, Chan on mediums, and Vector on hards. Logan and Castrian on mediums, Boyle on hards, 13th through 17th, or 16th on mediums, and then Sean and Bill both on hard tires. So I imagine it'll be a pretty standard medium to hard or hard to medium, but if we get another safety car, or a safety car I should say, that could easily change. As now Castrian able to finally get to the inside and around Logan. Logan looking back, he's barely there but not anymore. So Castrian finally able to get that move done up into the points paying positions here. Logan still closely following here as they both look for a way around Vector. Oh, there might have been contact there. Yeah, Logan just had a piece of his wing fly off. And here he comes to the inside of Castrian. There he goes way wide. Castrian able to switch him back and get the move done. And now he has a gap. Check back in up front. It's been a little bit since we looked. Cole still leads Rowdy by 7/10. As Cole, look at the battery he has saved. He has much more than Rowdy, which tells me he has better pace, but Rowdy is having to keep using overtake to not lose DRS. They have distanced themselves from Banjo by 3 seconds. And DeMeo by 7/10, keeping in Banjo's DRS as Joey keeps him in DRS. And you have 5.5 seconds back to Slurp, who is closing on them, but not rapidly. And he has 4 seconds to 300. Then you have Chan, who's right behind him. Vector 3 seconds back, and then you have Castrian. And these guys are all battling for the last point spank spots here. As there goes Logan in the pits, I believe with some wing damage. Boyle was just able to get around him, and that's going to allow Chris and Jake to get around Logan as well, as Logan the first one to make a pit stop this race. Actually, Bill just did as well. Here comes Castrian to the inside of Vector into turn number 1 here with DRS. He's going to easily get that move done. So Castrian, move him up to 9th. He has once again made a great effort from the back of the field here after DNFing and qualifying. We'll check back with the position changes here. The Slurp is up 10 positions. Chan up 9, Castrian up 6, Jake up 5. So all of them have had fantastic races to this point so far. And Chan just has taken 7th from 300, which means he has now also gained 10 positions from the start of the race in about 7 or 8 laps here. So we'll go back to the tires here, just so we can see how worn everybody is getting. Sean actually has just made a pit stop as well for mediums. Chan pulling away from 300 here. He's going to look to close on Slurp, but he has a 5.4 second gap to make up. As Slurp continues to close on Joey, he's cut that gap down another second or so from the last time we looked. Yeah, that gap is closing. DeMeo has just passed Banjo for P3 into turn number 1, so he has now gotten by both of the Williams here in the last few laps, and now he is going to look to close that 4-second gap to Rowdy. But that's going to be a tough ask as 300 gets it back around Chan for 7th place. This battle continues between these guys. Chan just 3% battery left. He has been pushing very, very hard. As, ooh, 300 gets a little bit squirrely there. Chan all over his rear wing. Might look for a move here. 300 gonna make a little block to the inside. Chan gonna wait and make the move there. It was a great move from Chan there. Able to get the move done. That was a nice pass from Chan. Waiting for 300 to make a little bit of an error there and just slid right on by. The two Williams still in close proximity to each other and DeMeo as we are coming to complete lap 9 of 29, which means 20 laps to go here from Qatar. Slurp continues to close on the two Williams. That gap is almost 3 seconds now. As I want to give a shout out once again to all the drivers for showing up. 19 last week, 18 this week, so almost full lobbies both times. It's great to see. 300 and Chan still going at it for 7th here. Chan actually got back around 300, but then 300 got back around him. So now Chan looking for the same move he did. 300 still a little bit squirrely there. These two battling very hard for this spot. They both want it, as they have now dropped back from Slurp 8.5 seconds. They are all alone there as Vector is 3 seconds behind these guys. Chan with a big run. Is he going to look to the inside here? Yes, he will. 300 locks up a little bit. Chan going to go to the inside, but he got a little bit squirrely off the corner, which is going to allow 300 to keep the run on the outside and keep the position. But now Chan going to switch and look to the inside here. 300 off the track a little bit there. Able to come back on and still be ahead. Chan lifted way too much for that corner. This battle has been going on for the last 4 laps or so. Check back in on the two leaders here. Rowdy still having to use a ton of overtake to keep up with Cole. You see Cole at 80% battery, Rowdy with 20 and DRS. So he is still struggling to keep up with the McLaren, but still in his DRS, so. There goes Banjo by DeMeo for 3rd place. These two have been swapping back and forth a little bit. You see Banjo just has 5% battery left. DeMeo has 40. So you can see who's saving, who's not. Slurp usually is the guy that's close to full battery, game managing from the lead or 2nd place. As Chan and 300 continue to battle, Chan actually going to be able to get the move done there. And he will try to pull away from 300 before they get back to the DRS zone. But 300 with a pretty big run is still going to be right there. These two are around 2.5 seconds out of Castron, who got around Vectored. As everyone's tires start to get worn out here. Ooh, 300 very squirrely, you see there off the corner. As now the gap from 2nd to 3rd is now 6 seconds. As Slurp continues to close on Joey, it is almost 2 seconds now. The field is pretty spread out, so looks like nothing's crazy is going to happen unless we get a safety car. But 3rd, 4th, 5th all still together. DeMeo in a Williams sandwich right now. With DRS on Banjo, going to easily look to the inside here. Huge run. Going to take P3 back from Banjo. Rowdy's still chasing Cole, who is up to almost 90% battery. Cole just doing his thing, managing this race from the lead. As 300 and Chan continue to go at it. 300 once again gets by Chan in turn 1, but Chan with a great run around the outside. He's still going to be there. What a run from Chan that was. He is able to take the position back, and now you see his light is blinking, as he only has 5% battery left. 300 with 14. These guys still going all out for this position here. This battle for 7th has been the story of the race so far. Chan now stretching it out to about 0.8 of a second. He's going to look to break DRS before they get back around to the straightaway. As just one DRS zone on the track here in Qatar. As you see the leaders approaching it here. As now the question becomes, when will the first guys make their move to pit road? See Rowdy here still following Cole. Banjo by DeMeo for third. Once again, these two continue to swap the positions now as they have... Actually, here goes Slurp. He has just gotten by Joey. I was just going to say Slurp has caught him, but now he has passed him, and Slurp is up to the top 5 after starting in 16th place. As this battle rages on, 300 going to look to the inside again. Tandon once again able to hold around the outside of turn number 2 and hold 300 off. Now Slurp going to look to close on DeMeo and Banjo to get up to P3 here. What a run this would be for Slurp. Easily driver of the day for the defending champion. He won last week under the lights, started the back this week, and is now looking for a podium. And maybe more if we get a safety car who's able to somehow make up a 8-second gap to the top 2. All over the rear wing of DeMeo now, looking to the inside. Here goes Slurp. He is absolutely flying right now. Activating overtake for a second, but DeMeo going to get back around him. Banjo is kind of pulling away from these two as all this is happening, as there you see Cole as the first one to come into the pits of the leaders. He is going to call it early and undercut Rowdy, even though he was leading the race. See if anybody follows him here. Does not look like it. The rest of the front runners are staying out as Cole gets the hard tires on and is away. I believe he might have had a change of wing there. I might be mistaken, though. So Cole on the fresh hard tires now is going to rejoin. It looks like behind Chan and 300. Actually, he's going to be right behind Chan on the fresh hards. So he will look to get past him quickly, as now that means Rowdy inherits the lead by 8 seconds over Banjo, who has pressure from Slurp and DeMeo still, and Joey still hanging out back there. As now we'll watch Cole go by Chan. Chan gonna let him go. Cole back up to 6, 13 seconds behind Joey. As now Slurp once again all over DeMeo here for P3. Cole actually made pretty good time there out of the pits. He's not too far behind these guys already. Flat out through all these corners, even on these worn medium tires. Will Slurp be able to make the move? They're coming to DRS. Actually, he's going to do the same thing as his teammate here and come into the pits early. So the two McLarens come in. Joey actually follows Slurp into the pits here. As you see Cole coming through these corners now, who is easily going to get by these guys. As we'll watch the pit stops here from McLaren and the Williams. That you see hards going on for Slurp and hards going on for Joey as well. They're going to rejoin right near each other as the rest of the drivers continue on for now. As Slurp and Joey going to rejoin 8th and 9th right ahead of Vectored here. Now Rowdy continues to lead by 10 seconds over Banjo. And I believe he should probably be coming into the pits here pretty soon and not lose much time to Cole. Yeah, you see he's pushing, giving all his battery. So I believe this is his end lap. You see Jake pitting back there in P16. As Rowdy, it looks like, yep, he is coming into the pits right now. So this will be the moment. Where will Rowdy rejoin? Will he be close to Cole? Will he not be close to Cole? As he breaks for the pit line right there. And you see Banjo and DeMeo both going to continue on. Here comes Cole out of the final corner. Looks like, yeah, he's going to get Rowdy pretty easily here. Rowdy driving down the pit road at 80 kilometers an hour. You see Cole here flying by on the straightaway, going to easily clear him. That's the fastest lap of the race. And look at the gap he has created just from 3 laps. Wow. He is 4 seconds ahead of Rowdy when the gap was about 6 or 7 tenths when they pitted. So that was crucial undercut from Cole there. And now it's going to be up to Rowdy to try to gain all that back. As now Banjo is leading over DeMeo. But obviously they both still have to come to the pits. We'll see when they decide to pull the trigger, as you see Chris and Josh both pitting. Both putting on hard tires. On board with DeMeo here in P2. About 1.1 behind the leader of Banjo right now. See if these guys are going to come into the pits this lap. Looks like Banjo is going to continue on. DeMeo is going to come into the pits. He's going to try to jump Banjo here. As DeMeo goes around the corner there and gets to the pit line. Here comes Cole around the final corner to retake P2. Now it is just Banjo in front of him who needs to pit. 13 laps to go in Qatar. Banjo, your leader, over Cole, Rowdy, and DeMeo, who've all pitted. Let's see where DeMeo rejoins in relation to Slurp and Joey, who are all coming by right now. There's Joey. Actually, Slurp, did he come back? Yeah, Slurp is back in the pits here, getting a wing change, so there must have been some contact with somebody. I missed that. But Slurp has to come back into the pits for a new front wing, and that is going to soil any chance he had at a top 5 finish. And now he will rejoin all the way back in 11th place here. Wow. So your defending champion having troubles after a stellar start to the race. Got some damage, as you see Bill get a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Leafy is on pit road. But yeah, Slurp now rejoins at P11, 4 seconds behind Castron, who's in 10th. So he's going to have some work to do to get all the points he can. There goes Banjo into the pits. Your leader is coming in, which means Cole will once again re-inherit the lead as he still has a 4-second gap over Rowdy. As you see Joey and 300 battling here, 300 on very old hard tires. Is he going to call the pits this time? Yes, he is. So Joey will pass him for 4th. And will he pass his teammate for P3? We're about to see. Looks like he will. Yellow's in Sector 2. As there's a virtual safety car. There's an AlphaTauri going slow back there. That is Josh. No, there's a... actually, it's a... Aston Martin stopped. That was Bill, who has just retired from the session. Virtual safety car, not a full course, so we will not bunch the field up. And Cole is saying thank you for that. As we will continue under VSC pace until the track is clear. Cole actually stretched the lead out over Rowdy even more there. As here we go back to full racing conditions. Nope, not yet. As multiple drivers now opting to pit under this virtual safety car. Logan, Castron, Boyd, Chris, Jake, Leafy, and Sean all pitting here for fresh rubber to the end of the race. And that was good for 300, who had just come into the pits. As Cole going to do the same here. He's going to come into the pits. Rowdy going to follow him? Yes, he is. These guys have a big gap over Joey, so only makes sense here. Surprised Rowdy didn't try to stay out there, because he's already 4.5 seconds back of Cole. But here comes Cole, going to put on softs. Rowdy going to do the same. As Joey is in again. Actually, I mean, it says virtual safety car. This has been out for a while. It might just be a full course. But it just says VSC on my end for some reason. Yeah. Joey's pitting. Banjo just put on softs. So, yeah, it looks like everybody's pitting. I think There is, yeah. The safety car is in Sector 1, so there is a full course safety car out. So this is going to change the game dramatically, as now we will bunch the field back up. And everyone will have one last go at it on either mediums or softs, as Chan is in, DeMeo and Joey have just pit for mediums. Here comes Chan to put on a set of soft tires, as it's going to take a little bit to get this field bunched back up. So yeah, it is a full course safety car with just over 10 laps to go. And Chris just got a drive through for speeding under safety car. That sucks for him. As Chan now rejoins, as we start to get the field bunched back up. But you see there are cars all over the circuit. And now that safety car helped out Banjo and 300, because Banjo was actually able to get to pit road the first time, as opposed to Rowdy and Cole, who did not. But Banjo was able to jump Rowdy and get to P2. So Banjo looking for a second career win. Could it happen tonight? Can he knock off Cole? As everybody's going to look to recharge their battery here, as Chris just got disqualified from the session. So both Astons will not finish tonight in Qatar. See, Chris will get a P18 finish for his efforts tonight. And there you see, now it says safety car. Josh is coming back in. Let's watch his pit stop here, as he comes in for a set of softs. It's probably a wise call there. You don't want to be on hards when everyone has fresh mediums and softs. But that is going to lose him spots to Jake here. He's going to be able to stay ahead of Leafy. Field is almost much back up, but just got a few more cars to get there. But I do not know if they're going to be able to go green this time. We'll see. As the field, like I said, was very, very strung out, so this is going to bunch it back up and probably cause some chaos here. With how high speed this track is, anything can happen. As here they come, approaching the back of the field. We'll be able to go green this time. There's Sean catching Leafy. And no, does not look. Oh, there we go. All right, safety car is in this lap. So Cole going to lead them to green over Banjo, Rowdy, Joey, and 300. DeMeo, Vector, Slurp, Chan, Logan, round out your point scores for the moment, but that can all change in an instant. What will happen? 9 laps to go in Qatar. Who's going to take the win in race 3 of season 3? Cole trying to pick his moment here. Banjo looking to get a jump on him, going very, very slow. Cole, when's he going to hit the gas? And trying to keep Banjo guessing, and not quite, going very slow, still going slow, not hitting the gas yet. Cole's taking, there he goes. That took a long time, and everyone is getting very bunched up, as Sean just got a penalty for severe collision. Cole held them so long. And that bunched everybody up behind him in a big way here. Let's hope everybody makes it through turn 1. All right. Cole half a second lead over Banjo, who's closely followed by Rowdy. DeMeo 300 battling for 5th. As everyone, despite that very, very slow start, was able to get it going and keep it going straight. No major contact from what I could see. Chan able to get around Vectored, and Slurp does the same. Slurp trying to recover from the wing damage. He had to pit a second time for, oh, contact between Vectored and Logan, and there's contact again between Boyle and Castron back there. It is mayhem at the back of the field here. And Chan to 300 are going to battle again, this time for 6th. Whoa, that was close. Slurp now going to follow this battle, as Cole now leads Rowdy by 1.7 seconds as Rowdy got around Banjo for P2. You see Slurp back there battling with 300, trying to recover. The safety car actually saves him because there was no way he was going to get anywhere close to the top 5 again with his pitting a second time. But now he has a chance to. Battling with 300 for 7, trying to hold her on the outside. Going to try to do the switch back here, but 300 got a pretty good corner. As we come to 8 to go, Cole holds a strong lead once again. He has dominated this entire race, led every single lap except for the first one, as he sets the fastest lap of the race. It is setting up to once again be the McLaren domination unless Rowdy can do something about it. And oh, there's more contact between Slurp and 300. Don't think any wing damage got caused there. As you see Banjo and Joey following each other closely, they have lost Rowdy. And there's another safety car. Oh my, okay, so both Leafy and Sean just got 5-second penalties. And there is another safety car, so forget everything I just said. We're going to bunch the field back up and do it all again. That'll give everybody another shot here. Rowdy, Banjo, and Joey another shot at the win. Rowdy's been the only one that's been able to kind of keep up with Cole tonight, so will he be able to steal this one away? As everyone going to have to go here and catch the safety car. As you see multiple drivers electing to pit again. Cole able to put on another set of softs here, but that's going to lose him a bunch of positions. Wow. Rowdy, Banjo, DeMeo, Chan, 300, Logan, Vector all stayed out. Josh as well. But it was exactly split in half. Half the field pitted, half the field did not. So Cole, Joey, Slurp, Boyle, Sean, Castron, Jake, and Leafy all going to be on fresh tires here. But they're all going to be 9th and 10th on back. Wow. So now Cole is going to have to get 8 positions back in order to win the race after dominating the entire thing. Was that the wrong move to pit? I think so. But I mean, he still has 6 laps to get there, but it's not going to be tough. I did not expect Cole to pit there. They just got on new soft tires. They only really had 2 racing laps on them. I'm not sure what the new ones are exactly going to do. I mean, they had the fresh ones, but just not sure if that was the right call. So both McLarens now 9th and 11th here as we get ready to restart. As looks like we will not be going green this time. Actually, going into this race, we had a tie between Ferrari and McLaren in the constructor standings, both at 56 points. They led Red Bull by 20. So, as it stands now, DeMeo will get 15 for Ferrari, and Cole will just get 2 for McLaren. So that is going to look good for them if they're able to finish like this. But Josh is actually coming back in. put on fresh tires now. That's going to move everyone up one position. Josh now drops from 7th all the way down to 16th here. All right, safety car will be in this lap. Rowdy going to lead the field to green. Over Banjo, DeMeo, Chan 300. Logan, Vector, Cole, Joey, Slurp right out the point scorers this time. And will Cole be able to recover from his call to go put on fresh soft tires for the end of the race here? We're going to be watching that closely, as we will the battle for the win. Banjo looking for his second career win. DeMeo looking for his first win in a while. Rowdy won the first race this season at Australia. As here we go. Let's see if he leads them as silly as Cole did to the green here. Rowdy actually got going very early. He caught Banjo sleeping big time. Look at that start. He is going to get almost a second ahead of him. Rowdy went super early compared to Cole last time. He went very, very late, and that allowed him to get a huge gap over Banjo. As we take 5 laps to go, on board with Cole now, who sits in P8. No positions gained into turn 1, but he's going to make contact with Vector and try to get to P7 here. Cole being very aggressive because he has to be to try to make up for this lost time. On the outside of Logan he goes, already up 2 spots. Here he goes for a third one on 300 for a P5 here. Cole on the fresh tires, making the most of them so far, looking for a move on 300. Where's he going to do it? There he goes to the outside, going to make it work. Yes, he will. To the outside he goes. A little bit of contact, tire banging. A little bit of more contact. More contact. Cole goes sideways. He barely saves it. He's going to push 300 off here. And now here comes Joey looking for a move on Cole. Cole not happy with the Alfa Romeo at all. And now it's going to allow Joey to go by. Slurp following them, as Rowdy has put 2 seconds already on Banjo for the win. As we approach 4 to go. Cole already back up to 5th. He's made up a good amount of spots here, but will it be enough? He is closely followed by Joey on the same strategy, and his teammate Slurp on the same strategy as well. 1.9 seconds is the gap now. DeMeo all over Banjo here for P2. Everyone pushing flat out here as we take 4 laps to go. Rowdy well ahead, 2 seconds is the gap. Cole by Chan for 4th. He is trying everything he can here to get back up to the lead, but will it be enough time? He is now 1.6 back of DeMeo and Banjo, who are battling for 3rd and 2nd. But will that call to pit come back to bite him? He is certainly flying, putting down fast laps here. Tool, as he is at 20% battery. There's yellows in Sector 1. That is Logan around in Sector 1. He was one of the ones who stayed out. And now he is going to drop all the way to P16. Cole has caught these 2 for 3rd and 2nd. Oh, that was close. He's got to check up big time for DeMeo. Yellows in Sector 2. Logan still going slowly. But Cole has to make quick work of these guys if he wants any shot at the win. He is all over DeMeo, made contact multiple times. Where is he going to try to make the move? Ideally, he gets one of these guys in Sector 3, gets the other one on the front stretch. But will he be able to do it? DeMeo and Banjo are still battling for all they've got, but Cole needs to get by them now. as the gap is now 4 seconds between them two and the leaders. Cole going to look for the move, not quite. He's going to look for maybe a switchback here. Going to go to the inside of DeMeo into the final corner for P3. Here comes Cole. On the sausage curbs there, still side by side with DeMeo. Banjo gets a little bit loose. 3 laps to go. Cole clears DeMeo, has the run on Banjo. Will he be able to make the move? To the inside he goes. He's completely out of battery. Cole completely out of battery. DeMeo literally pushing him past Banjo. And now DeMeo going to make the move for third here. Cole, oh, that was lag. Okay, I thought he was about to spin there. As now DeMeo gets by Banjo for P3. Now Cole is up to P2, but now he only has 2.5 laps to close 4 seconds to Rowdy for the win. As Slurp has actually made it back all the way up to 5th, as 300 you see is now in the pits, down in P16 after running inside the top 6 the entire race. So Slurp was actually able to recover completely from all those issues he had. There goes Slurp for 4th. And now the two Williams battle again. There you see Joey by. Will Slurp be able to get P3 from Mayo and make it a double McLaren podium once again? Two to go for Rowdy in Qatar. Three and a half seconds. Cole closed 0.7 of a second that lap. Will he be able to close the remaining gap, or will Rowdy take his second win of the season? Gap is down to 3 seconds as DeMeo and Slurp are battling for third here. What a recovery drive this has been for Slurp. Back to the front multiple times. And now he has passed DeMeo to make it a double McLaren podium. But will one of them be able to get the win from Rowdy? Joey now back, pressuring DeMeo. Will DeMeo be able to maybe get back by Slurp here, looking for the podium? His third straight of the season, if he's able to do it. The gap is down to 2.7, but here comes Rowdy to the white flag. One more time around for the Red Bull to take a second win of the season. And to turn 1 he goes. 2.6 seconds ahead of Cole and the McLaren. DeMeo and Joey battle for third, fourth, and fifth. DeMeo to the inside of Slurp into turn 1. Slurp able to hold it around the outside and defend from the Ferrari there. Cole is closing, but not quick enough. Into Sector 2 for the final time we go. Under the lights for the second straight week. And it was looking like for a while that it was going to be another McLaren win. But Cole pulled the strategy at the end, thought quicker tires was the play. It got him back to second, but it is not going to get him on the win. As through the final couple of corners here comes Rowdy in the Red Bull. Through the final corner he comes. It is going to be 2 out of 3, 66% win rate. Rowdy in Season 3 is money. He comes through to win at Qatar. Cole takes P2. And here comes Slurp to make it a double McLaren podium. DeMeo was able to hold off Joey for 4th. And Banjo's going to finish 6th. There's Chan at P7. Cashman actually passes him through the penalty, but I'm not sure if that's going to stick. And Boyd and Jake round out the points finishers. Jake, nice for him to get some points today. As Vector also had issues, dropping him out of the top 10 at the end there. As Heath comes home 15th, and 300 will round out the field here in 16th place. And that will be a race. Clean for the most part. Rowdy is your winner for the second time in 3 races. As we see the follow in the chat, Joe mad at Logan for brake checking him. Cole obviously not happy with the safety car there at the end. All right. Here are the results from Qatar. We'll scroll down here. Make sure I get everybody in. All right. And that will do it this evening from Qatar. Next week we'll be in China, so we will see you guys then. Thanks for joining me. See you guys next Tuesday.